Is that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
53's the mic. 53. Check.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Give me some. Here we go.
Allen from the gun. He'll throw. He finds Yeldon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From midfield, here's Allen. And John Brown's got it complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Allen now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Hey, Delta.
Here's Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. One receiver left, two to the right. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Hey, Alpha.
Allen now operating from the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Kill.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A quick hitter complete. It's Hall. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Ready. Yellow lady. Mike, 49. Rip left, rip left. 36, 36. 12, 12, 12. 49 to Mike, 49 to Mike. So don't say nothing. Hey, Sue.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go, D. He's checking. 5-9. He's checking. Cracks.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line.
Let's get off the field. Hey, easy.
Play action. Breeze. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run with Michelle. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
49. Hey, box drop. Hey, kill.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run it from the gun with Yeldon, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier, Danny Shelton made the stop. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. John Simon in on the stop.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Hey, Haywood.
From the 41, Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Lynch able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
All day, dog. SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Mike 51, Mike 51.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
At the 48-yard line.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno. Pass. Hey, exit. 51 to Mike, boy, 51.
From the gun, Allen. Got a man, it's Brown. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. They keep it with Yeldon on 1st down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to... And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They begin the drive with Pumphrey. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
49 to Mike. 49 smooth. Keep it up. 49 to Mike. Watch 49.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trent Murphy, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. White now to return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Middle. Alert!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. And that's complete to Brown. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They saw the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
I'll tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Again, it's Michel. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready. 95, 56. Mike, 49. Hey, defense, let's go.
On 1st down, Breeze. Looking left side, and it's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. They'll give to Michel running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And it's Michel once again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze flushed out right. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On the ground, Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 20. Seven-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. John Simon. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Allen now looks to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 22 yards there. A first down.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
4th quarter. Down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
53. Hey, 7. Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Now Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Higgins. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Ready?
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Michel, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Lynch in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.